Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still pretty new. It's just over a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you do subscribe, if you've already subscribed, if you subscribe today, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody. Subscribed or not, welcome. I love all of you. Now, for those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing a series. It's an action adventure on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. Book one here, which I've read aloud live on Facebook and uploaded all those videos here to YouTube for you to enjoy for free. Just know that book two is already published and available. And all the links that you need for my books are in the description box below. Also, if you would like a personal reading, the information to contact me to request one is also in that description box. All right, so welcome and welcome back, everybody. As I usually do, I will describe what I'm doing this week as quickly as I can. I just had this underlying thought for a couple weeks now that the Earth wanted to speak. So we're receiving our messages from Mother Earth. She kind of reminded me that the last time she spoke was in spring. It was for the Mother's Day month that we all enjoyed, and they are her seasons after all, right? So we should hear from her at least once a season. And I knew I was going to be hearing from her a lot anyway because we're all her children, okay? And that's why I got her own tarot. I only use this tarot deck for when our Earth wants to speak to us. This is the Nature Spirit Tarot by Jean Marie Herzl, both illustrated and written by her. It took me a long time to find a tarot that I wanted to use that had the symbolism, that had the beautiful artwork, that had the, it just had the right feel, okay? And I emailed Ms. Herzl here to see how she felt about me using her deck on my channel specifically for the Earth, and she was delighted, and she's a delightful person, and so the energy in this deck is just really lovely. Now, if I need to clarify, I'm going to use the Tarot of the Cloisters by Michelle Leavitt. I'm going to, at the end of the reading, I'll pull a few cards from the Gaia Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. The Earth chose this one. I have a couple of other Earth decks, Oracle decks to choose from, but she wanted this one this time. And there is no book. So I'm reading these intuitively. It's been working out great, actually. So the next... I'm going to pull one card from this next oracle that she asked for herself. The planet said use this deck. This is the Union of the Heart and Mind Oracle deck by my friend April Mangino. She is an astrologer, an artist, and a photographer. And when the Earth chose this deck, which the first time I used this, I paired it with one of my other decks for the modern spiritual feel to them. But I understood why the Earth chose this one at first, because April is very in tune with our planet. She's outside so much, and she's a wonderful sacred feminine, okay? So these cards have been giving me chills. They have been really on point. But another thing that I've noticed is that the planet has been focusing on the union of the heart and mind. When we get our mind to finally listen to our heart, which is our intuition, which is love, which is our spirit connection, then our life starts to work better, okay? So this is a wonderful deck. I'm really enjoying it. It's very high quality, too. The cards are very high quality. Another thing that I'm putting into my beginning spiel here is about the kind of reader that I am. You can tell by my books that I'm a twin flame reader. Now, you don't have to believe in twin flames to watch my channel. You don't have to be in a divine relationship. You don't have to do really anything. Everybody is welcome here, and I'm only addressing this because of some negative, confused comments that I've had to delete. Some people just don't quite understand what I'm trying to do here, and so I'm going to just say that I think I resonate better with people who have consciously decided to become a better person, and they work on it each day, and becoming a better person by walking with spirit, by healing old patterns, by taking responsibility for the energies in their lives. And you know, that's the whole divine blueprint thing that I teach here. So if you don't quite understand what this is about, I may not be the reader for you, okay? But like I said, everybody is welcome here. Just this is about empowerment and becoming better, and you know, like I said, accepting responsibility for the energies that are in our life instead of being in the victim mentality. Okay, so I love you all. Thank you for being here with me. All right, so with that said, as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will, which is very powerful. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Okay, your divine blueprint is the plan that you wrote as your higher self before you incarnated, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain important lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and the wisdom that is encoded in your soul. Our free will is very powerful, and so it is possible to lower in vibration during a lifetime. But if you can manage to rise lifetime after lifetime, you may, and even significantly during one lifetime, such as this one, you may reach what we call enlightenment, like Buddha, Jesus, Isis, Thoth. There's been a lot of people, many, many people on the planet, and we know that they affect a great deal of positive change for humanity and for the earth itself. So when I'm looking at your major arcana cards, it's a lot like looking at your destiny, but it isn't, because of our free will. There are times that something will happen that's completely out of our control. We do write those into our divine blueprint that way. Those times are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you do not have, and also indicated to me by an unusually large number of major arcana cards in your spread, which you also don't have. Okay, so all of that being said, let's finally get going here. 7 minutes in, and we start with a 7, your own card. I love this. I love it when the major arcana card for a sign comes into their reading. I like it when they're right side up, but when it's at the heart of everything, which is what this card is, this is the very first card. This is incredible. This is freaking awesome. Okay? This is victory. This is you being in your element. This is full steam ahead. This is, you know, your life, your difficulties have been resolved. You know, you may have purchased a vehicle, but this is not really so much about that. I just feel like with the whole yin and yang here, which is the masculine and feminine energies in balance here, and the severity on this bird's face here, I feel like you have made a huge victory in your own energy, in the balance of the masculine and feminine energies as well. Because look at this is the energy that is crossing this, which is an influencing card. This energy is influencing this one. Look at what it is. It's the Two of Cups. You are in a victorious partnership. Love. It could even be twin flame. And I just love this energy. Starting out with this is kind of wild, you know, kind of crazy. It's just thank you for letting me be in your victorious, loving energy here, because dang, right? Look at that. That is so freaking awesome. This means that you've been strong enough to make it through this battle. You know, you got in your chariot and you just mowed over anything that got in your way. You're just like, you know, whatever. I'm going towards this love, and you know, I mean, your chariot is being drawn by alligators, for crying out loud. You know, if you don't think that these suckers can move fast, you're wrong, because they go fast, man, and nothing can get in their way, right? Holy moly. All right, so what's at the root of all of this? Holy moly, you've got another 7 here. How many 7s do you have? I've been getting 7, 7, 7 a lot lately. Oh, okay. Just 2 7s. All right, so angel number 77. You might want to go ahead and check that out. Now, Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, creation, also spiritual path. You've got this in the reverse, okay? You've been struggling. You're tired of battling, okay? This, like I said, this is battle weariness, okay? Because this 7 is perseverance, okay? This is a card of victory, of survival. You know, this is conflict. Like, they were getting attacked by all these people, but they did have the upper hand and they just kept going. But the root of all this is that it was a big battle. It was really hard. Okay, this had to do with all kinds of things. This feels like an inner battle to get to this partnership, this victory, this love here. There was just a lot of struggle. There was some sort of battle here for you possibly to believe in yourself, to believe that you can mow over anything that got in your way. It was a tough battle, but you frickin' did it. And now you've got this partnership, this love. All right, so the next energy that we have here is the recent past that's moving out of your life at this time. And what we have here is the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is moving on or going on some sort of journey. This is in the reverse for you, though. Okay, your logic, your judgment wasn't good. You were repeating past mistakes. You're done with that. You may have even declared your love. You may have confessed to this person, I love you. And they're like, what? You know, maybe what you were doing was, this was a big battle inside. Were you getting in your own way? Was this an inner battle? Should I tell them? Shouldn't I tell them? And you're like, okay, I'm not moving on from this. I'm just going to speak my truth with these swords here, right? Moving on in a different way, in a better way, okay? You realized that you were making these repeated mistakes, that you realized probably that you have a hard time telling people that you love them. Maybe you had a hard time expressing yourself. And you realized that, you healed it, you turned it around, and now you're victorious. Now you're getting what you deserve in this love. Now for me as a reader, these next 2 cards are future cards, and I'm just going to grab them both, okay? Again, you've got, there is a lot of fire in this reading, okay? 8 of Wands, okay? So 8 of Wands is communication and very fast movement. Okay, a lot of back and forth. Sometimes this is things like texts or emails going back and forth. This could be a heated conversation. But this also speaks about being the Cupid's arrows. Okay, could be, so it could be all of these things. Okay, you might be having a lot of conversations with this person back and forth. I love you too, you're like this, and you're like this too, and everything really, you know, happens really fast. But here's the thing, you got this devil energy going on. So I'm hoping that for you, this is a perfectly nice Capricorn. Okay. However, if this is not a perfectly nice Capricorn that you're in love with, since this is a love reading, since there is so much positivity here, I'm going to go ahead and I just think that this, I don't think we're dealing with negativity here. I mean, there may be one or two of you out there that has like a conversation that just seems really toxic. And maybe it's not with this person that you love. Okay? Maybe you go back and you have a conversation with someone and maybe you're just not, no, that's not, I was gonna say maybe you won't say you love them or something again, but the whole repeated past mistakes is moving out. So you know what this is? This is what I feel strongly that this is a hot and heavy relationship. This is hot. This is lusty as well. This isn't just love. This is, I just heard carnal, very carnal, very hot. Yeah. Wow. Cancer. All right. Now, this is your hope. Now, this isn't really you know, this is the Eight of Pentacles. So again, you have another double. Now, and we just looked at the Eight of Wands, and then the next card here is the Eight of Pentacles. So it's almost like they're touching in a way, you know? Like these two sevens are. The 7 and the 7 and the 8 and the 8. I wonder what that means. Well, they're very connected. Yeah, that's what it means. However, this is in the reverse. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles is when you're working really hard. You're working very diligently. But, you know, you may also be learning a new skill as you're working very hard. However, this is in the reverse for you. So sometimes this means loss of interest and you need to find a new job. So I think that the Wands is also work. It can be related to work. It can be your spiritual path. Now, I think that you want to find a new occupation, perhaps. Because, you know, love or not, or this could be partnership too, sometimes the devil does come up as a job because it's something that you don't quite enjoy. If you spend all your day doing a job because it was the only thing you could get and you hate it and you're just doing it for money, that's the devil energy. That's something that you are bound to, that is kind of torturous. So I think maybe you might have that type of problem, but I really am thinking this could be a hot relationship. If this is a love relationship, it's a hot relationship, and now you just want a new job. Maybe you want to make more money because of this partnership. However, if this partnership is a business partnership, or you just made a new friend at your work or something, then that's what's going on here for you. You're getting tired of what you're doing. So maybe what's going to happen here is you're going to have a long conversation about this to your boss or to your partner or to someone, and you're like, you know what, I need to do something else. Maybe something more creative, maybe something more spiritual, okay? Now, yeah, this is where you're at right now. This is your current state of being or environment. This is the Two of Wands, okay? So much fire energy, so much spirit, so much creativity, okay? You don't know which way to go, but you know what? One is going to take you to your comfort zone, and the other one is going to take you out of your comfort zone, but it's going to give you everything that you desired. Now, the other one in your comfort zone, what is it? You know, I really think that you're just sick of it, this job. So whether this is about your business partnership needing to become more spiritual, because, you know, if you're on this path if you're walking with spirit every day, like I've been saying at the beginning of this, you want to do something more spiritual. But I'll tell you something, this spiritual path is going to push you out of your comfort zone. This is your comfort zone. You're sick of it. Isn't it interesting how someone's comfort zone can equal this? So, you know what? This is a hard decision because it's hard for people to choose to get out of their comfort zone. But you'll notice this bird is touching this one, which is kind of levitating. This one's resting. This one is safe. This one isn't going anywhere. It's on the branch. But his back is turned to it. He's like, I'm tired. I think that's a robin. Yeah, you could never tie Robin down, man. I'm talking about Batman and Robin. I love Batman and Robin. Yep. Robin is like, forget this. I gotta go fly. I gotta, there's a lot of stuff I gotta do. I gotta become Nightwing later on and shit. Oh, dang it. Totally cussed. I'm trying not to cuss so I can get money. Okay, so now this is your fear card. You're afraid of going too fast. You're afraid of missing a step. Okay? Now, there may also be somebody who is really opinionated and headstrong. Okay? But this is a situation where you would have to stand up for yourself. Okay? So, yeah, I was getting that energy earlier in this reading where you're like, I don't communicate very well. I don't tell people how I feel. Right? Yeah. Okay, you got to stand up for yourself. And I think you're going to. Yeah, you're going to stand up for yourself. You're afraid of maybe not standing up for yourself, but this night is the fastest night. He moves too fast. He starts things and then he gets bored and then he drops it. So that's another thing here. This boredom with your work. And the whole repeated mistakes thing, maybe what you're saying to yourself is, am I doing this again? Because of this whole, you're trying to learn not to do your past mistakes, not to repeat those anymore, right? Now, the last card that you got here is the card of Libra. There may be a Libra involved here. Pardon me. But this is in the reverse, so this is bad timing, okay? There may be a little bit of misfortune going on here, okay? There may be some frustrations and setbacks because something is going to be out of balance. I feel like justice in the reverse, it is injustice too, which is, bad luck. There is no bad luck. These are lessons. The lessons that are important, the lessons that are poignant, that raise the vibration, our vibration and our wisdom level that's encoded within us, okay? So this is going to be one of those things, okay? So this is looking to be like it could be, connected with this. Okay, injustice and the devil, they just pretty much walk hand in hand, right? So, however, it could be that, maybe there's some sort of balance or equality here that you're looking for, and you may not find it. The underlying energy of this entire read is the Five of Wands. So that's what I'm saying about these lessons that we are learning, okay? This conflict, this struggle, this battle that you're tired of, that you finally won a battle here. The war, perhaps, itself is not quite done. And the war is like, is this. The lesson itself that you're learning Okay? I would say, yeah, the lessons that you're learning to raise your vibration, to change, to become more evolved, that is this. Because what this is drama, this is conflict, and when it's over, everybody's better for it. This is a 5, this causes change. And this is the Wands, this is your spirit. This is your passion. This is your creativity. I just heard, be creative in how you deal with life. Don't keep doing the same things. Be creative in how you deal with life. Be creative in how you deal with this reverse justice energy, with the devil energy, though. Okay, so this is saying that you have won a beautiful victory. You probably feel pretty darn good right now. This is a battle that you won. So be grateful for this. Stay in this celebratory energy for as long as you can, because whatever energy you put out, it comes back into you. So while you've won this battle and everything looks pretty freaking positive, except for in the future, you're going to have another battle to get through, because this war isn't over. This war which isn't a war, I don't even want to call it that, but this struggle to evolve, to become wiser, to become happier, which is raising your vibration. That's what, when you say high vibes, that means happy. Good vibrations, that means high vibrations of happiness, right? Because everybody and everything vibrates. This is about dropping this ginormous load that you've been carrying around, that is the programming that you are trying to reprogram. This is part of the healing that we do here. We're raised with certain ideas and beliefs, and we can call that programming. Our minds are programmed by what we're taught, but also what we observe. Sometimes our minds are programmed and learn things that we don't know we know. We just know these things consciously. Subconsciously. Okay? So that's why we have to really dive deep into ourselves to find out what we're actually thinking. Do we still agree with that? How do we move on from that? It's a struggle. But when you're done, you'll be better for it. All right. Let's get some cards from the Gaia Oracle and the Heart and Mind Oracle and close out your reading. Please don't forget to like. That really helps me. Also, if you haven't, please subscribe. And also check out my books, because they are awesome. Only book 1 is available in ebook form. I apologize for book 2 not being in ebook form. But they are beautiful paperbacks, and they're only $15.99 each, and if you have Amazon Prime, your shipping will be free. What else do you want to tell Cancer? Okay, so that flipped. What else do you want to... Thank you so much. Is there anything else? Should I go again? Okay, anything else? Okay, thank you so much. Is that it? Yes. Wow, you got Ganesha. I love Ganesha. This one came first, then this one, and this one. Okay, so healing. Yeah, reconnecting with your true nature. That's exactly what I was just talking about. Wow. I feel like I don't even really need to say anything about this card, okay? Purification, water. Oh my God. Okay, I just did Pisces, and the card that came out of April's deck was water. And I'm like, wow, of course, this is you, you know? You're water. But now you also got a water card, and that's what you are as well. You're water energy. So emotional cleansing and rejuvenation, okay? But the message for the water that came from April's deck is talk to the water in your system and see how you feel about it. You can, before you drink water, give the bottle or whatever a big hug and say, I love you, water. Thank you for being a part of me. Also spend time in water. You can do salt baths that really clean. That's purification. That will really purify not just your body, but also your energy. Okay, so water is also your subconscious. Like I was just talking about with the healing, you know, we observe things and then we learn things kind of subconsciously, and we don't even know this is how we feel until we really examine ourselves, okay? So this is also emotion, emotional cleansing, speaking up for yourself, admitting things to people, telling people I love you, being emotionally available. Water is also your intuition, which is your heart, okay? See that big old heart on that shining tree right there? The heart is your spirit. It's what knows. Train your mind to listen to your heart. Okay? And Ganesha. Gosh, he's so awesome. I love Ganesha. Clearing away obstacles, protection, and guidance. So Ganesha wants you to know that he's with you. Ganesha is the mover of obstacles. When elephants move through the forest, they move things out of their way. They don't avoid things. They move things. They can pull trees out of the ground. Ganesha is a very sweet and benevolent energy. He's been with me for many years now, and he's very kind. He reminds me a lot of Jesus because of how sweet he is. So he's saying, I'm clearing away your obstacles, I'm protecting you, and I'm guiding you. So every now and then I use the Ganesha Oracle. So I feel like when I do that, pay particular attention to what he says when I do those readings. Make a connection with him. I love him so much. Attachment, letting go, restriction, and fear. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling here. Okay, you've been letting go of not expressing your feelings. But this is attachment. Attachment can be things that you're bound to. Okay, if you're attached to a certain thing and you don't want to let it go, then you're bound to it. You become a slave to it in a way. Okay, so the attachment is a struggle for a lot of people that are on the path. Now this is an 8. The 8 is the number of nurturing, but it's also the number of eternity. And, you know, if you can let attachment go, it is, what am I trying to say here? Hang on. Well, maybe it'll come to me in a while. I just can't put it into the right words. Maybe April's card will, because the whole thing with eternity and attachment, you don't want to have this type of attachment for eternity. But oh, here it is. Like if you heal this, you'll be healed for eternity. Thank you, your soul. Okay, we're healing for eternity. We are eternal, and so we're working on our souls right now to heal, so that the rest of our existence, the rest of our eternity, we have that wisdom with us. Okay. I think that our souls are so eternal that, say, even if our universe disappeared, we'd probably go through a black hole and emerge on the other side, and I don't know, maybe we'd be able to keep our wisdom because we're energy. And I think only energy can pretty much go through a black hole. But wow, I'm getting hella deep. What the heck is that? Okay, only one came out right side up, so that's the one I'm going to read. Heart coherence. I'm telling you, this is all about the heart. listening to your heart and speaking from your heart. Ganesha is telling you that you're protected. He's going to help you get rid of your obstacles when it comes to not just physical stuff, the stuff that you're dealing with inside. Okay? Heart coherence. Okay, now April has her book here in alphabetical order, so just got to find the H section here. Here we are. Will you look at this imagery? And there's a cat there, okay, that leopard or cheetah. Next week, we're going to get our messages from the cat spirit. I think in particular Bast. She's been speaking to me in an undercurrent as well. So I just wanted to point that out, that you have this, like this precursor to next week's energy, okay? So you may want to, you know, if you don't come to my channel every week, you may want to check this next week's reading for next week for you. What does this image invoke in your feeling? Can you hear the whispers of Gaia, our mother, our Earth Mother, as she pulses to our hearts to come into greater coherence with the love that connects all of creation? Okay, so you have a lot of fire in your reading. That is creation. Okay, so let me just say that again. Can you hear the whispers of Gaia, our Earth Mother, as she pulses to our hearts to come into greater coherence with the love that connects all of creation? Take a moment to gaze into the human eye, to feel what is invoked in the mirror of your heart, surrounded by the intuitive messages of the plants and animals. Okay, so you might want to pause this right now and just do that. Okay. So, yeah, it's you got this. I really feel very positive for you. I really feel that you're really getting into your spiritual path. I feel like you're really starting to understand how you may be able to heal yourself and move forward. So that when we get really good at something, or when we are making some really good progress, that's usually when the universe will hit us with a challenge, a test. When we learn, we're tested. Okay? Just like in school, when we spend a week learning about one subject, the end of the week, we take a test on it. This is what Spirit does to us as well. You're learning to not repeat your past mistakes. You're learning to express what's in your heart. And so then Spirit is sending you a test. Okay? So a good way to know what could be coming for you is that when you know what you've just learned on your spiritual path, like speaking how you feel from your heart, know that there's probably going to be a test that's going to see whether you continue to do it, whether you can do it calmly or with anger or not. You know what I mean? How we communicate. If you lose your temper and that's how you have always done things, that's just an example too. Not that you guys lose your temper. I really haven't seen cancers lose their temper a whole lot, but that's just an example. So that's what I'm saying. Like, some people will do that. They can't express themselves without flipping out and getting angry or something, But that's the test. Okay? And it's always going to be like that. And some people are thinking like, wow, I just made all that effort. Why is this happening to me now? Well, because it's the test. All right? And once you pass that test, that lesson doesn't come back. That's another thing. If we don't learn from past mistakes, they just keep coming back until we finally pass that test. See what I'm saying? All right, Cancer. Let's see. Now, how much control do you have over this situation? I can gauge that by the number I was picking up a card, sorry guys, I just made that weird noise. By the number of major arcana to minor, pardon. Wow, my throat just got really dry. All right, so you've got the Chariot, the Devil, and the Justice cards. So that's only 3 out of 10 cards. So you have a lot of control here. When it comes to the major arcanas, that's part of your divine blueprint. Celebrate this, please. Celebrate it as long as you can. Okay? Celebrate it. Be happy. A lot of people will do something good or have a victory and go, oh, okay, woo, and then they just move on. No, celebrate every freaking victory, okay? Now, just realize that you're going to get tested. So look at your fear card, okay? Look at your fear card, look at your lesson card, and you'll know how to deal with it. You got this. All right, Cancer, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. See you next time.